Hey everyone, this is my 8-8 portal collective reading. This is the 8-8 portal, so it's ascension focused. There may be some cards that discuss twin flame related energy, and there may be some cards that focus on ascension related, but I honestly feel like it's primarily soul path focused, and that's going to be your twin flame journey if you're on one, no matter what anyway, okay? I felt guided. It's so weird. It keeps trying to focus. I just did it again. I don't know why. Because it seems pretty focused to me. But, Spirit plays with the camera sometimes. Like, it will make the screen flash at important moments to highlight things for clients. So I was about to say, before I got distracted, that I know that Spirit channels light codes through the spreads that I create for my collective readings as well. So that's why I'm taking a moment to focus on the spread, and then we're going to get started. And I was drawn to use, it keeps doing that, man, to put some of my crystals right on here as well. I went ahead and grabbed my lion lyran. Oh, it's a little too dark. My lyran. That one won't focus. And since for the Lion's Gate, and I started with my unicorn oracle, so I grabbed my unicorn crystal as well. Oh my gosh, the focusing power is not working right now. What is happening here? Okay. I have a Herkimer diamond in the center and 5, of course I just forgot at this exact moment what they're called. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I just forgot what these crystals are called. Which one's, this one's actually the best one. It's amethyst combined, and of course it won't focus either. There, you can see it there. Amethyst combined with, is it citrine? I can't remember, but it creates a pinkish hue. Ametrine. It's ametrine. And that's, yes, amethyst and citrine. There you go. So anyway, I started with the unicorn oracle and my fairy oracle, white light oracle, Journey of Love oracle, Pegasus oracle, and one card from my crystal mandala oracle, which of course, look what it is. Unconditional trust with Mother Mary. What a surprise. When I first grabbed the unicorn oracle, Mother Mary popped into my mind because I have a Mother Mary oracle as well, but I don't love that one. I don't use it that much. And so I'm so not surprised she chose to come out here instead. Okay. So anyway, let's get into this. I'm largely going to be reading from the guidebooks on these because they're hard to summarize. And honestly, the guidebooks for a lot of these oracles are channeled by the authors, and you lose a lot if you just try and do a quick summary. I'm not one who focuses on just interpreting an image. Like, you can do that and there can be meaning in that, but I look for the deeper meaning in the cards. And some decks, you got to look at the book for that. So let's get into this. Hold on. We're starting with the White Light Oracle. I have to be careful with this first card so it doesn't get flagged, but it's a Sacred Scar. And it says here, I don't know why this is not focusing. Oh my gosh. I think that's Spirit playing with it just to make sure Spirit's present here. Anyway, your inner and outer scars are marks of your soul's courage. They are signs of strength and survival, of your willingness to be alive. The sacred scar speaks of that which once caused pain being transformed into higher knowledge and inner power. Trauma shall be transformed through spiritual initiation, leading you from woundedness to wisdom. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You can trust your healing process and in the hidden higher purpose behind things happening as they do. You are strong and you shall flourish on all levels. There's another message in the deeper, longer message of this card, but I don't read that whole thing. But I have to include this one part because, look, I flagged this page. It's one of my favorite cards for this exact reason. And what it says here is basically we go through negative and traumatic experiences, but it's not something that Spirit is inflicting upon you. Spirit would love for your growth to happen in the most joyful and peaceful ways possible, but not all lessons can come through that way, basically. Spirit knows that sometimes we have to move through intense experiences before we can gain access to the light. Those experiences can teach us things only those who have truly suffered and brought their suffering to consciousness and healing can understand. The lessons include compassion, wisdom, strength, and fearlessness, faith in spirit and in humanity, and the recognition of the challenges of awakening while having trust in the ultimate power of the light. And this is my favorite sentence. Such a soul becomes one truly badass and divine human being, a powerful healer and a light bearer in this world. And honestly, the twin flame journey is so hard. Like every single person says the same thing. Like, of course, the phrase that once again is eluding me, but it's not for the faint of heart. That's it. The twin flame journey is not for the faint of heart. The ascension journey isn't either, but when the ascension journey can be a more peaceful process when you're not going through intense challenges, whereas the twin flame journey in and of itself brings with it intense challenges and experiences. A lot of times spiritual warfare, complex karmic situations that cause a lot of pain because of the lessons that they're delivering and bringing us through. And so that's why this card stands out to me so much. Like, it's very significant to me for twin flames because we do go through a lot of confusing, negative, traumatic experiences on a years-long journey that is not for the faint of heart. And, I already read it. I don't need to reread it, but just that last sentence, once again, know that this isn't something that spirit is inflicting upon you. It's part of your soul journey that your soul chose and designed specific for what you are meant to go through in this lifetime. And your soul will become one truly badass and divine human being, a powerful healer and a light bearer in this world. And that's why you're here. That's why twin flames are here, to be light bearers of the world, to lay the foundation of ascension, and to help the world and humanity to lead the charge in helping them ascend. Next, we have the Beatitude of Sacred Rapture. Let your true self be seen. Search for the deeper spiritual purpose and opportunity for healing beneath conflict and suffering. If you have been in pain, this oracle brings a message of a joyful breakthrough. Your soul is growing stronger, more able to have faith in wisdom than in judgment or doubt. Commit to your spiritual path and know you are making progress even if things seem more difficult for a time. Know that any such difficulty is part of your healing and that you will successfully move through it. Trust yourself. And lastly, Shaktipat of Seahorse. As you embrace your inner essence, you will be at peace with who you are, including your vulnerability, and no longer see the need to conform to social ideals which have no true resonance for your heart. You are encouraged to trust your intuitive recognition of which environments and relationships harmonize well with you, supporting your spiritual growth and well-being on all levels. You have the innate capacity to manifest. Relax, and you shall attract all that you need. Next, we have the Journey of Love Oracle. She is the moon. The wisdom of patience is not about waiting around for something to happen rather than getting up and getting it done. The wisdom of patience is that of the gardener who consults the lunar calendar. The right timing promoting growth, planting when there is fertile soil, and allowing the soil to rest and replenish when it needs to. You are being asked to check in with your own timing. Is now the time for action or for rest? If you are unsure, that's okay. Perhaps you are waiting for more light to reveal the way as the moon grows full. All things come in time. The message with this oracle is that your manifestation is unfolding in perfect timing. If you feel something isn't happening fast enough or is happening quickly and you are unsure if you are really ready, be assured that all is well. If something is not clear to you and you would like it to be more so, the clarity you seek will come to you. Don't worry, don't try to force the insight. Just be with what is happening now and trust. Next, we have the spaces between words. When we look for guidance, and we often look for words that clarify, reassure, and help us find our authentic path through the chaos. Yet there is also guidance in the spaces between the words, between each letter, between all the happenings in our lives, where there is nothing to be said, where there are no lines to be colored in, where there is just openness. Those are the times when we need to freestyle. We need to do or not do based on what is happening for us right in the moment. Often there is far less to do than we think. Often we don't need to think. There is a space forming around you. Sometimes when we sense this subconsciously, we feel exhilarated and excited, anxious and nervous, and not even sure why. There is a sense perhaps that we wouldn't mind having a map of this unknown terrain, or perhaps we are happy to wing it and make it up as we go. Either way, there is space to just be. It is a receiver for the divine's presence. If you have a lot of space of unknowing around you now or within you, then just know that there is a lot of divine presence to be received. Open yourself up to receiving it. We are continuing the Lionsgate reading where I left off with the Journey of Love Oracle and now Distant Shores. Your soul is yearning for more. The divine is all, and there are no limits to what can be experienced by the soul. The soul is so hungry for divine reunion that it will seek out whatever is needed to get there, even if that means journeying to strange or exotic shores for expanded experience. You may be feeling this soul impulse as an urge to travel, to try something new, to let go of the limitations of your mind and how you see your current life, and to begin to see the new in what was once familiar. The art of the passionate soul is to be able to see that which is new and fresh, even in what is known, though sometimes we can use the help of a fresh vista to inspire the mind to open and the heart to be ready to receive more. It's time for you to reach for the distant shores that are calling to you now. Don't pack your bags with too much, though. You'll travel light and easy with less baggage, and you'll need plenty of space to receive that which is new. The deeper meaning in this card, there is part of it that is very literal. The next paragraph that I'm not going to read is very literal, and it's literally saying travel, go visit another country, or move. Like, I don't think every single person who's listening to this is supposed to do that. But, feel into it. If you are feeling pulled to another location, go for a visit. But it did point out it's not just about actually traveling. It's also about trying something new, letting go of limitations, and seeing familiar things from a new perspective and a new light. So open yourself up to all of those possibilities and see where your soul guides you. Next, we have the Fairy Forest Oracle, and the first card is the Trickster. This card can apply to karmics or karmic situations. Karmics can be of any type of relationship as well. Let me remind you, they don't have to be romantic. I have had more than one karmic in my life, one of them being my father. And a lot of divine feminines tend to have karmics that are like sometimes they're relationship partners, but sometimes they're family members or even friends. Masculines do seem to more often have romantic partner karmics, but they also have other types of karmics too. So anyway, my point is don't limit your thinking on this. Open your mind to all of the possibilities of who this may be. Now, there's an important message for everyone first, but then the warning regarding those types of individuals. So first, let me be a reminder to be true to yourself, to your own personal truths, to the code within your soul. Truly, at this time, it is essential for you to let your conscience be your guide and to live according to your own creed with open eyes. Do not fool yourself into believing another person's vision and ideas are more important than your own. Question agendas and be aware of people's history. At this time, there is one about you who is attempting to persuade you to their cause, to join them in what they see as a great task, but which in truth is simply a harnessing of your power to their agenda, which is not for your highest good. All tricksters are charming and know exactly what to say to persuade you, but this is mere language. You know what? Random thought. This can also be negative entities. Like this trickster doesn't have to be a person. It could be a spirit. It could be a trickster spirit. It could be a negative entity type of spirit or demon or one of those types of beings that trick people who are connecting to spirits to communicate and don't know how to protect themselves, protect their energy, ensure that they're only speaking to safe spirits. So that's another warning for that as well, potentially. Be aware of that. Okay, where was I? Their deeds will not match their words, and what you are agreeing to by joining with them will be a loss of your own personal dreams for the furthering of theirs. If you allow yourself to be coerced, cajoled, and manipulated at this time, it will weigh heavily on your very soul. Be more wary than is natural for you at this time. Do not betray yourself or ignore the warning signs, which are all about you. Do not foolishly give away your power, but exercise it and weave a future that is truly the one you wish to create. One which will provide you with honor, plenty, and the satisfaction of having been true to yourself. I thought about the trickster spirit thing because literally a year ago, I was made aware by spirit of some spiritual attacks that occurred by negative entities on even some big people in the spiritual community, some names. I'm not going to say them out loud because I don't know that it's right for me to do so. But, the fact is that it would seem that a group of negative beings use the Lionsgate portal in order to orchestrate an attack on spiritualists overall if they were not protected enough. Or if, honestly, a lot of spiritual warfare is part of our soul contracts too. So maybe it was in their journey for a reason. But regardless, that was why that even came to mind for me. And it is an important reminder too, like even when you're doing collective meditations and things like that for the portals, call in protections for yourself before joining a group that are meditating together, because combining those energies can also connect more spirits as well. Next, we have Isa. You have ceased struggling and fighting to change what is outside of yourself. Because you have relinquished the battle, you have won the war within yourself. You are now suspending activity and being in the moment. Through this stillness and inner consciousness, you are beginning to understand so much of where you have been and where you will go. And because you are fully in the present and allowing, you can also come to a deeper, more peaceful understanding of what it is you want, value, and desire. This is a moment of complete stillness and simply being, a long moment where you are completely present. You are as still as a chrysalis hanging seemingly static from a branch, fragile and mysterious. Like the chrysalis, you will do nothing at all, except become yourself. That reminds me of my new favorite word, right? Like, I've described the twin flame journey and the ascension journey as your unbecoming and becoming of your true self. So I love that that phrase was used. Your transformation is being worked invisibly on the inside, and when the time is right, you will share it with the world. That is exactly what twin flames go through, okay? It feels a little different because you got to go through the 3D world at the same time, but that's exactly what's going on. And that's why we have separations. That's why we have to spend time in solitude in hermit mode, because we are going through this internal transformation, doing nothing except becoming our true selves. And we can't be in a relationship or even strongly focused on other relationships and connections of any type or variety while we are literally being deconstructed and reconstructed. Okay, so just allow spirit to work through you, allow yourself to rest when you need to, and know that movement and action will pick up when it's meant to. In a situation where you seem to have no control, no power, you are learning the most valuable form of power there is, self-mastery. Exactly what I was talking about. You pause with dignity and strength, and simply by doing this, you create the right conditions for the right change. This time will ultimately bring great peace, wisdom, and choices that enrich your life, others' lives, and the healing of the world. The ancient, the elder. The ancient is so old she is almost beyond time. She's able to speak the truth without compromise, as are you when this card comes to you. She is so old, has experienced so much, learned and taught so many lessons that she has become powerful and influential, just as you are becoming too. So too are you growing older, coming into wisdom. She knows that while others are now going to come to you for advice and guidance, she sees your humanity, your faults and your flaws, and your feelings of unworthiness. She wishes to reassure you. Others will come to you seeking knowledge, awaiting a blessing and initiation, and oblivious to the consequences of the path they wish to walk. Wisdom, true wisdom, understands complexity, and you have developed this quality. The ancient is honorable and human, and yet more than human. And she is courageous and has made sacrifices, as have you. She sees straight through comforting illusions, as you do. She represents ancient tradition and the challenge of defining the self, yet remaining within a tradition that you value, and this too is one of your challenges. So take responsibility in your life. You will face the battle of choice, and you will be the antidote to gurus and dominant personalities who claim to have all the answers. The ancients recognize the challenge of being a teacher. This immersion in a world to learn the ancient arts and venerate wisdom and old ways can be expressed in many forms, but everything you are now learning has value. She is the repository for ancient secrets and the contact between worlds. She is wise, and she has learned to consider every word that falls from her lips, even as she longs to call out for freedom. So this card is pretty specific, and I would say it's speaking to those of you who are on the path of being a healer and helping others, being an advisor and helping others, or all of the above. So just keep that in mind as you grow into that role more. Okay, one more video to go. We're going to go to the Golden Unicorn, which I love that it came out since I started with the Unicorn Oracle in the first place. So we will start here in the next one. Okay, we just left off with the Ancient, which is the healers that are meant to help and guide others through their complex awakening journey, spiritual process. I flipped those around. And Twin Flame Journey. And now we have the Golden Unicorn. Everyone deserves to have another person in their life to whom they can turn for protection and care. When this card comes for you, the Golden Unicorn is showing you the path to a person, advisor, or mentor who will assist you through the challenges you are now facing. This cracks me up because it feels like it's saying the Golden Unicorn will guide you to the person who is meant to help and guide you along your journey. So there you go. They match up perfectly. When the Golden Unicorn appears, it is as a beacon of hope for with the right guidance, what seems to be impossible can be achieved, and you will no longer feel so raw, vulnerable, and unable to go on. The Golden Unicorn appears to those who are facing unjust circumstances. They will show you step by step how to get through this time. When it seems that all friends have fallen away and the world is no longer a safe place, they lead with reason, intelligence, and intuitive brilliance. With their guidance, you will come to a safer place within the world and be wiser in choices regarding friendships, alliances, partnerships. You are wiser now and will never be quite so hurt again. There is now protective energy about you, and it is safe for you to leave the current circumstances and create a new path. The judgment you have sensed about you will now dissipate, and true good people enter your life to help heal the pain of friendships that have fallen. Next, we have the Magic of Unicorns Oracle, which is where I started with this reading, actually. And these cards have specific instructions that I'm going to read through. You may want to pause and slowly go through them as I do this. Okay, first we have your personal unicorn, which is the purest of the pure, and when it is near you, magic and miracles can happen. It guides you on your path to enlightenment and ascension, helping you to see your life and the world from a higher and broader perspective. Invoke your own beloved unicorn now. When you do so, it surrounds you in its shimmering diamond white light, purifying you at every level and raising your frequency, touching your heart with its horn of light to bring you love and joy. It also gives you healing right down to a cellular level. When it pours wisdom and information into your third eye, in the middle of your forehead, it transmutes thought patterns that no longer serve you and helps you develop your psychic and spiritual gifts. As you connect more deeply with your unicorn, it enables you to find soul satisfaction. Follow these instructions. Find a place where you can be quiet. Close your eyes and breathe pure white light into your aura. Mentally invoke your unicorn. Sense or see a magnificent white horse radiating a horn of spiraling light in front of you. Reach out and stroke it. It bends its head and touches your heart with its horn of light. Feel your heart blazing with love. Now it touches your third eye. Sense the light pouring in. It may have a message for you. Relax and listen. Thank your unicorn for coming to you. You might want to write these down and do it when you're not listening as well. Just take a moment and sit with it and do it. Next, we have access your gifts. Over the course of your soul journey through many different places and different lifetimes and in different universes and realms, your soul has gathered wisdom, knowledge, skills, and gifts. These may include oratory, creativity, healing, the ability to deal with people, an understanding of crystals, herbs, sacred geometry, music, mathematics, the ability to communicate with different species, or many other talents. There's a vast range of possibilities. Your unicorn is suggesting that you examine all that you're good at and give yourself credit for everything you've already developed. The higher qualities you have accumulated are also valuable. This can range from charisma, self-discipline, kindness, integrity, and happiness to humility, inner peace, and much more. This card suggests that you're not fully utilizing all of the assets that you have, and some you haven't even accessed yet. It's time to recognize your worth and learn about all of these abilities that you truly have. Your guidance is to look honestly and without modesty at your accomplishments and aptitudes. Accept your magnificent self. Then you can expect gifts, qualities, and even new aspects that have been hidden until now to come forward and assist you on your journey. So take a deep breath and relax. Be aware of a treasure chest and notice how big it is. Is it open, closed, or locked? I just saw 444 on the timer. If it is locked, your unicorn is holding the key, so unlock it, lift the lid, and look inside. A compartment has not yet been opened. How big is this? Open it. Ask your unicorn to shine its light into it. Remember that each time you do this, more of your inner gifts will be revealed. Lastly, we have open to abundance. Your unicorn is reminding you that you can attract whatever you believe you deserve. Magnify your levels of deservingness to receive all that your heart and soul desire. You merit abundance simply because you are a beloved child of the universe, and knowing this enables your consciousness to expand and draw more to you. Imagine there is a gray cloud partially or fully blocking the sun. That cloud represents all the beliefs that prevent you from receiving the light that is directed towards you. Beyond it are the riches, the happiness, love, success, plenty, and cornucopia of prosperity that are waiting to come to you. Remember that you only have to blow away those old beliefs and abundance is yours. This is where punctuation would come in handy. Your unicorn is reminding you that good is waiting to come to you as soon as you enlarge your abundance consciousness. Your guidance is to focus on what you want so that you can start to attract it. Okay, visualize a rainbow surrounding you. This rainbow represents total happiness and abundance. Open your arms wide to welcome a cornucopia of good things into your life. This gesture opens your heart and affirms you are ready to accept blessings from the universe. Say 3 times aloud, I deserve abundance and welcome it now. Sense your unicorn pouring blessings over you. You are ready to move forward and enjoy an abundant life. Next, we have the Pegasus Oracle, White Pegasus of the Sacred Waterfall. Release all that has been and be ready to be freed from attachments to the past. Otherwise, those attachments may restrict your present moment choices and unduly limit your future fulfillment. You are being offered the spiritual gift of inner cleansing as an opportunity to clear body, mind, and heart. To let go takes courage as well as trust that what rightfully belongs in your world shall be preserved, and what is divinely destined for your heart shall come to you. Releasing the fear of letting go may first require you to heal painful experiences of feeling denied, deprived, thwarted, or abandoned in this or other lifetimes. You can then trust all that flows into your life. This healing will help you create positive expectations of being loved and of receiving generous blessings, especially in the areas of your life where you have felt the most challenged. To trust in your path and accept what is divinely destined for you, one must become willing to let go and be moved when the time comes. No matter how much you have suffered or how stuck you may feel, great clearing and healing are possible for you now. This offering can wash away all that has been in a waterfall of white light. If you allow for it, you shall completely overcome your past and rightfully claim a fresh new beginning, sealed and protected by loving spiritual grace. This is your time. Pegasus of Sirius. Your spiritual purpose is to be a lighthouse for humanity. It is important to trust your own wisdom above all. Even when you are inspired or guided by another, consult your intuition to discern your truth. Sometimes you may feel like a lone wolf. You are supposed to be different so you can affect positive spiritual change within the human collective, but you do not always need to be alone. Listen inwardly and you will know how to balance connection with solitude. Trust what you need and when, and act on that. Do not give your power away, even if another may seem more advanced than you. Your direct, authentic connection to divine love and wisdom is affirmed. A significant spiritual awakening or soul growth spurt is taking place. Trust in new insights and unusual perspectives that help lead you forward on your path as a light bearer in our world. Mandala of Pegasus says, you belong to a beautiful divine plan that is unfolding at all times. Even if your life sometimes seems devoid of spiritual blessings, there is always a deeper guiding purpose at play, always an opportunity to heal the past and become free. In time, you will understand how the universe is working to your benefit. You are asked to relax even when you do not understand what is happening. Instead of reacting, remain present and curious. Knowing whatever is occurring cannot harm you. You will find the wisdom, the beauty, the healing, and the mysteries of your life will transform and reveal themselves as blessings. That which seemed to defeat you shall become the stepping stone toward your healing triumph. A cosmic connection or soul contract is unfolding. It is predestined, intended to assist your spiritual development. Difficult early stages will give way to success as the full pattern of soul creativity and divine intention is revealed. You do not need to anticipate or direct what will happen. Participate in life and you will heal through the process, and your soul creations will continue to manifest. It may not always be easy, but this opportunity for healing and growth will help you understand your divine purpose. Keep following your star, for all is coming together according to a greater plan. Lastly, Mother Mary is here to talk about unconditional trust in the divine, that you are always watched over, protected, and guided down your soul path. Sometimes it's easy to trust when life is going according to plan, you have everything that you need, you feel safe, loved, and valued. And then there's other times when it's difficult to trust, when you don't have everything that you need, when you feel lost and confused, frightened, in need of reassurance, hope, and messages and guidance. Your 3D friends and family might be telling you that it's crazy to just trust God and that you need to fix yourself, get real, give up, and get on with your life. But Mother Mary is here to tell you not to listen to the negativity and know that you're being guided to the new life awaiting you.